one thing I did realize with food insecurity, that it's not based on lack of food, it's based on income. Food insecurity, there is more than enough food to go around to serve every single Canadian that is in this country. Unfortunately, it's just a matter of getting that food to the end user. There are tons of barriers in place: location to food bank, food literacy, cost of food, income, homelessness. There's just so many reasons that somebody could be food insecure in this country. So I just want to make sure that we understand that, one, the pandemic did not cause food insecurity. Food insecurity was around long before. The pandemic simply amplified food insecurity. I think the number of food insecure Canadians jumped by about 4 or 5% up to just under 6 million Canadians. That's been reported.
How do we create that bigger scale initiative? I think, well, COVID kind of proved the fact that technology is leading the way. And so we definitely have great ideas and startups out there that I've met as well. Mm-hmm. There are incredible, creating really a great solution on a bigger scale. For us specifically, one way that we kind of closed the gap is we added electronic gift cards for groceries at Loblaws, so across Canada, mm-hmm. which means that basically families in need receive donations for electronic gift cards, and they themselves go and purchase all the groceries and items that they need. So we're actually cutting the supply chain by creating that.
I think it's important to understand that although it is common that food insecurity does reside in low-income communities, because it is based upon income, it's not the only community. And it's important that when you're looking at food insecurity, you're not just looking at one segment of the community.
One of the biggest needs that we are seeing is the need for fresh and culturally appropriate food, but kind of balancing that with long-term food systems change as opposed to just immediate food relief. Some of the challenges working with some of the commercial kitchens is that, obviously they're looking at bulk produce, or even working with like food rescuers, similar to what Tony was saying, with organizations like Second Harvest, who do the food rescue. So each of the menu also depends on what kind of ingredients come in, because they're also based on donations. There's some really cool initiatives kind of cropping up. So for example, in northwest part of Toronto, what they've actually done is worked with a local ethnic restaurant to produce the meals instead for that community. So it's also as a way to, because businesses are one of the areas or sectors that have been hard hit, especially the small businesses. So how do we better support those small businesses, but at the same time meet some of that culturally appropriate meals needs in that community?